Alright, what's up? Pixel Panic here again, as usual. Um, as always, no script for this one. Just gotta drop the phone on a second. Here. Try to drop it like this. That'll work? Yeah, that'll work. Alright. And that's in the way. Here. This probably isn't gonna make it to the final cut, but if it does, sorry. Just gotta get the lighting right. Didn't really think about that before I hit the button. Alright, how's that? Throw this behind there. Okay. So, what I was thinking was, I've been playing Zelda Breath of the Wild for the past few days. I might want to turn that down, I'll probably give it 2. I've been playing Breath of the Wild for the past few days, and I just got to the part again. I played this like 6 times, but I just got to the part again where I got the Master Sword, and that reminded me of, like, my life's dream. It's way too nerdy to be an actual life dream, but, like, this is, like, the one thing that if I do, I will, it will, like, complete my nerdiness entirely. And that one thing just happens to be getting the Master Sword in real life. I was thinking of that today, not today, the other day. It was like a few days ago. And have you been there? I'm playing Breath of the Wild right now, if you can't tell. I think I need to get that right. So, and I just kind of want to, like, detail the thought itself, because the night after I got the Master Sword, I was laying on my bed trying to fall asleep, and I just couldn't because it was burning hot where the place I was sitting, so I moved over to, like, the other end of the bed, but that was impossible to get comfortable on because it's the other side of the bed. So instead, I just had my eyes closed, and I just talked directly into the air, basically like I'm doing right now, and started describing exactly how I would go about getting the Master Sword in real life. Now the thing is, there are people who have made the Master Sword in real life, and by the way, just to be exact, I don't want a model or piece of foam or even a piece of metal stuck onto, like, a stick around something. I don't know, but I want it to be, like, solid metal and sharpened. Like, if I were to get into an actual sword fight with someone, which I know isn't going to happen, but if that happened, I would want to be able to use that sword as a sword. It's a sword. So I thought to myself, it is Russian. It's probably like a broadsword or a longsword. I'm not sure which is. I'm not sure the difference between the two, but probably one of those. So I would have to go to, like, an actual blacksmith, and I know we still have those in real life. It's not just a fantasy trope. There are blacksmiths in real life. And I want would go to that guy and I would say, bro, I want a sword that is this long, it looks like this, from here to here, sharpened here, designed here. And that's what I thought. So, before I went to sleep, before I went to bed that night, I had actually looked at the sword and I was like, how big exactly is the sword? And this is how nerdy I am. I took out a sheet of paper and I wrote down what I think it would actually be, using a few simple ratios. So the first thing I did was I looked up Link's cannon height, which was 170 centimeters, and I positioned Link wearing no armor, standing on my screen, flat ground, try to get out all the kinks and stuff. And I measured, and I took a ruler. It's over here. Took a ruler and I measured him on my screen. And on my screen, he was about 14 centimeters. So a ratio of 14 to 170. But I like put my controller down at that point so I didn't like mess with the camera angle. And I took that ratio of 170 in game to 14 on my screen. Not use the drill shaft. Let's go with the Guardian Sword. I'm fighting a minor test of strength, it's a minor test of strength, but I'm wearing like the full Phantasma armor and using a Guardian Sword plus, so went down in 5 seconds. What was I saying? Right. It was 14 to 70. 14 to 170 on that was the ratio of TV to game. So I also measured the sword, the full sword, which actually came out to 13 centimeters, which is literally one less than Link himself. So the sword is barely shorter than him. For those of you who don't know, 170 centimeters is about 5'4", I think. So about the height of about the height up to Steve's chest from Minecraft. You know, I'm looking over here because I made a cardboard statue of Steve. After I got the sword as a 13, I used the ratio of the Link's height on the screen to height on the height in canon to determine that in canon the sword is probably 157.86 centimeters long. So you take one of the big meter sticks and then like another half of a meter stick and then just a tiny bit more. That's the entirety of the Master Sword altogether. But if you think about it, if you think what the Master Sword looks like, I'll get it out real quick. It's over here. Take off my armor. Come on. And get rid of the shield. That. Okay. This is basically how I did it. I'm not sure how well you can see that, but see Link's here, and I took this here like that. It was at a different angle, so it looked bigger. I'm not entirely sure, but it looks bigger than how it does here. Alright. So it did it to like a meter and a half long. Yeah. I also made sure I took the blade and the hilt into consideration, and it was actually really not that bad of a division. It was the blade itself was 10 centimeters, and the hilt was 3 because how math works, which ended up at 121 and 36 centimeters, all respectively. Now that's a lot of math. That's a lot of numbers, which probably don't mean anything to anybody viewing this in America, which that is all the viewership, which I know of, which is like 10 people. But yeah, Master Sword. Here's the sheet of paper. If you can read that, I don't know how well you can. It might be for me looking at it right here. It's flipped, but that's probably just whatever. Yeah. Just some quick math, and I pull out my calculator. TI-85. No, I think it's a 35. Whatever. Nobody cares about your calculator. What was I doing? Right, I was wasting time, so that... I'm currently trying to kill all the Lynels in the north. And it's taking me a while because I keep dying over and over again. So I kind of have to recharge Mipha's Grace, because that's kind of my secret weapon. Alright, so after all that math, I want to get back into the actual thing. It's been 10 minutes, and most people, I wouldn't want to watch this, even if it was... Yeah. So, I would want to go up to, like, an actual blacksmith guy and be like, yo, here's a picture of the sword. I want it to look like this. I want it made out of... I'm pretty sure it would be made out of steel, but whatever metal they would usually use for a sword. And then... yeah. It would look just like the one in game. It's got from bottom up at the hilt. It's got a little ball thing, and then on the handle there looks to be like leather. I would tell them to leave that out so I can actually put leather on there. And then it's got the little wing things. Yeah, the little wing things off on the side. Then there's this little piece of a gem, which I can only guess to be gold, or maybe gold, topaz, yellow sapphire, or yellow quartz. I think it's called like morganite or something. So again, that might have nothing to do with this. And then the blade is pretty long. But then, like, right above the hilt, there's this little Triforce pattern, faces towards the tip. And I want to be able to see that in the final design. And I'm at a quality scale. That sucks. Yeah, I would want it to look exactly like the sword, and I would want it to feel like a sword, because it is a sword. I want to be able to impress on anyone who is into how much I want it to be a thing and to be actually usable as the Master Sword. Obviously, I wouldn't be able to, like, call down the power of the goddess, you know. But I would want it to look and function like the basic Master Sword. And I'm not getting it there without a reality scale. I need that. Yeah. Of course I'm freezing. After I got the sword, I would want to go to a mason, which, if you don't know it, a mason is someone who works with stone, like a stone worker. And I would want to have him make the Pedestal of Time from Ocarina of Time, which basically looks like this little tetrahedron. No, that's a... I'm forgetting what it's called. I don't know what. Trapezoid, there we go. It's like this little trapezoidal prism goes out, and then it goes out a little bit, and you use it to hold a sword. And who just shot me? Suck man. Perfect. Hey, nice bow. Not bad. Go with this face. Right. And then there would be Triforce on each face. Be able to stick it down. I'm like out of frame. Almost. I can't cut this out because I have no editing. There. That was a spoon in the middle of my screen. Alright, Alright. I got the, after I got the pedestal of time, I would then go to another blacksmith, probably the same one, and I would have him make me a shield. This would probably, I would actually now that I think about it, I'd probably have him make the sword and the shield at the same time, but I would have him make the Hylian shield, which is a pretty simple shield design actually. It looks just like a normal one. It's got this little point at the top, and then two little curve down, and then it kind of comes down and then curve to another point at the bottom, and then it's got the normal Hylian crest at the on the face, like the part where you would block stuff with a little bird pattern on the bottom with the wings, so a little triangle right here, and then up above. It's got the Triforce with some claw-looking things. I'm looking at it right now because I'm playing it, but I don't want to take the thing off the stand again, because I will. It gets that'll make it fall off. And then I have to set that up again. I'll make a shield, want to make it just curve, and then have the. Then wanted to have the leather strap thing, and the bar where you hold on to it, because you can't have the bar and then the leather strap. So then I have to hold it in the right hand. If I hold it in the right hand, then I have to use the sword in the left hand, but I'm right-handed. I know Link is left-handed, but I am distinctly a righty. And I am way out of my element. Not in the right place at all. So I got the sword, and the shield, and the pedestal. But then, with the weapons and the defense, then I will look. I mean, even after this, I would look like a crazy person not wanting to with a sword and a shield in the 21st century. I would want Link's actual outfit. I don't care. Hey, I just imitated my entire viewing audience. Alright. I would want to imitate Link's outfit. It's actually pretty simple from what I know. A friend of mine, he went as Link went as Link for Halloween for like every year, as long as I knew him. Which gives me a little insight into the actual makings of the outfit. by knowing that under the green tunic is this, like, how do I describe it? It's technically a kind of underwear or something. Yeah, it's a t-shirt made of like a kind of some sort of elastic, and like pants made out of the same material, but the shirt only goes up to like here above the elbow, but the pants go down to a normal pant length, and then on top there's the regular tunic. It's got a little V-neck. Occasionally there's that's a bit deep, like here. Occasionally there's like buttons or straps on the top, but I don't think that would be. What's the word? Comfortable? Probably not the right word, but yeah, that's what it wouldn't be. Don't do that. I just screwed up a little bit. Ooh. Who's shooting at me again? Alright. So on top is the tunic thing, and then there's like a leather belt. I know that much. Well, it might not be leather, but it could be rope. I haven't looked too closely at Link's actual outfit in a while, because I've been playing Breath of the Wild, and Breath of the Wild has a lot of different outfits. Right now I'm wearing the climber's outfit with the snow pants, and it looks weird, especially because the climber's outfit it's basically a tank top, but the snow pants are snow pants. It's weird. Um, Snow pants. Right, after the belt there's like a little skirt thing. It's not a skirt, it's a kilt. You darn shit, and you will be killed. I can't. Words. There's a t-shirt, and then I never really looked too close at his shoes, so I have no idea what they would be. Yeah. So yeah, it's my life dream, basically, to be Link. Well, that's not really, because Link, the way Link's life goes, I would not want to be Link, but I would want to have Link's weapons and armor and all the things that he gets, because they're all, because they all look really cool, and I've always kind of wanted to have a sword. Alright, this is running 24 minutes, so I'm gonna get done. Peace.